wash your tongues. The land is heavy with blood unsung. Barrows whisper, black earth moans. Kings lie restless beneath their Wolf-born wonder, tooth and claw, bound by oath and elder law. Moonlight brands the hunter's tread, the veil remembers the long buried dead. Oh, weird old Wessex, shadowed ground where howl and horn in night resound. The cross is raised, the oak still stands, and Gaia weeps for stolen lands. Spears of Christ, spears of oak, faith at war where the sky is broke. Priests chant mercy, lords claim right, but the wild runs red in the fen at night. Red boar rages, broken notes, sworn once to Gaia, now to loath. Adder coils in the marshes keep, old white gods where the dead kings sleep. Oh, weird old Wessex, shadowed around where howl and horn in night resound. The cross is raised, the oak still stands, and Gaia weeps for stolen land. So drink deep, Garu of sorrow's song. The night is short, the road is long. Barrows whisper, the veil will knows. Blood feeds root, whose ghost will go. Two. This is Wyrd Wessex. You are Garou in the Blackmoor Vale. You are not new to violence. You are not strangers to consequence. The land you protect is old. The oaths that bind you are older. Neither of them care about your intentions, only your actions. Tonight is not about glory. It's not about victory. It's about responsibility. Some of what you face will test your unity. Some of it will test your honesty. None of it will wait for certainty. Spirits are watching, whether you acknowledge them or not. The ancestors remember what you have done in their name, and the veil will endure whatever choices you make. You do not begin this night as heroes. You begin it as wolves who must decide what they stand for. Let's begin. How's everyone doing?
And how you doing?
Good, good.
Fantastic. Excellent. So before every hunt, before every oath, before we dare tread beneath the watching moon, we begin as our forebears did, by naming ourselves and our place in the world. So as is our custom, I ask each of you 3 questions. Who are you? Who are you playing tonight? And what is your character's auspice and tribe? Before we get to that, we're going to introduce our special guest. And we're going to give him a moment to introduce himself and tell us where we can find him and what he does. So below me is Grey Wolf G4L. Floor is yours, friend.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello, and good evening, everyone. I am Grey Wolf G4L. I am a miniature model painter. I am normally found on Twitch with the same username that I have there. Normally streaming in the morning, but tonight I am honored to be part of this wonderful journey, and I'm wondering how much havoc I can cause to.
Oh, sorry. Continue. Sorry about that. Press the wrong button while trying to shout you out. Go ahead.
Mm, the whole thing all over again.
Not the whole thing. We got most of it. Just
Oh,
what you do. Just what you do.
well, I am a miniature model painter. I build and paint Warhammer 30K mainly. I'm a commissioned painter as well from time to time. And right now, I actually have a couple of orders for some D&D games with orcs, undead skeletons, and a few others. So you can normally find me at twitch.com, GreyWolfG4L, the same username handle that I'm using now.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us tonight. I can't wait to have your unique perspective on the character and what you're doing tonight interacting with the cast. I'm really looking forward to that. Now, right next to him, she needs no introduction, but she will tell us who she is, what her auspice, who she's playing tonight, and what her character's auspice and tribe is. You're up.
Hi, cuties. I am Tenderly. That's right, I am Tenderly, not any of those other fake Tenderlies who might be out there. I have to assert myself. I am Tenderly. You can find me on my channel Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central, till I've realized that I've lost track of time again and should probably be leaving. I'm a whatever. We are Tenderly, it's true. Um, I'm a whatever streamer, which means from day to day, what am I doing? I don't know. I just push the button and see what happens. Mostly, I'm just about building a phenomenal community of good vibes. So come hang out with us. Getting through those Monday through Friday funks together. I play Etta, the heart heavy pack leader, who is a Philodox heart warden, and she's just trying to teach her babies how to be good little wolves and I don't know, maybe not die like 5 minutes into being a wolf. That would be great. Um, Everybody else dies 5 minutes into being a wolf. Could Etta's babies maybe not do that? That would be great.
Excellent. That brings us to below. Rydia, why don't you tell us who you are, tell us who you're playing tonight, and tell us what your character's auspice and tribe is.
Okay, hi, I'm Rydia or Rids. Um, you can find me here playing games with Zed and all these lovely people on Saturdays. And occasionally I might also stream on Twitch, but that's kind of a secret, so shh, don't tell anybody. And this is Diana, and she's just gonna be here disrupting the game the whole night, so hopefully you guys are good with that. I'm playing Bronwyn, who is a Ragabash Ghost Council.
Excellent. Directly to your right, who are you? Who are you playing tonight? And what is your character's auspice and tribe?
Oh, hello, everybody. My name is Ellie, also known as Mrs. Keywork. I don't stream on my own channel, but as Zed said on Wednesday, I am a streamer because you can catch me here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturday nights. Tonight, I play Merwin. She is a Theurge Black Fury.
Excellent. To your right, my lifelong friend, tell us who you are, who you're playing tonight, and your character's auspice and tribe.
Hello, everybody. I am Keyword Savior, the once and future streamer. As Ellie said, I most frequently now stream on, well, Zed's channel, TTRPG. Monday nights as a bloodsucker, Wednesday nights as a superhero, and Saturday nights as some sort of uh, werewolf. Uh, I am playing as Oscar Waywalker, Strider of the Fens, Keeper of Baron the Good Boy. He is a hunter whose change happened under the full moon, so he is an Arun Galestalker. Kind of a lived on the edge of society and found his way into this pack some years ago, so he's still trying to find his niche, I guess.
Excellent. That brings us to the right. That brings us to who are you? Who are you playing tonight? And what is your character's auspice and tribe?
Hey there, I am Guy in Robes. Sometimes people call me Kawa. I am playing as Father Godric tonight. He is just a good little Catholic boy, and he is a Galliard Silverfang.
Fantastic. Now, names shape the story, auspice shaped the night, tribe shape your duty. The circles heard them. Now let's begin. XP. The story grows with each telling, and the wolves who walk it grow as well. Before we begin, we honor those who have sharpened their claws, their minds, and their spirits. If you spent XP since our last gathering, speak now. Tell the circle what you've strengthened, what you've learned, and what new tooth you've grown from the battles ahead. We're going to start with Tinderly.
I took a third dot in both brawl and leadership. I feel like Etta has done a good job at keeping these pups alive still. There's been a lot thrown at her pack, and so far it's worked out for her, so I feel like her leadership has grown. And I don't know about you guys, but when push comes to shove and Etta has to go mama bear on things, her brawling's been pretty sweet.
Excellent. So a dot in brawl and a dot in leadership. Fantastic. All right. Bronwyn.
All right, so I spent XP buying a gift of the Ghost Council called Serpent's Coil, which allows me to gather mist to make a 30-foot or a 32.5-foot snake that can grapple people using wits and wisdom. And I like to think that Bronwyn was recognized recently by a serpent spirit in the Umbra and honored with more renown. And I like to think when she was marked by the serpent, recognizing that renown, that she was gifted with this ability as well.
Makes perfect narrative sense to me. Absolutely. So you may have the gift, and when you have the XP, you may also buy the renown that you wish. Or did you already buy the renown? I can't remember.
I bought the renown. I bought
To buy the renown to buy the
glory.
gift. Thank you. Yes. You're right.
I bought both. But there was another, I think we discussed that it potentially I could earn renown for wisdom for blotting out the moon, but that's since it would be my 5th dot, that seems like quite a ways away. So
That's a lot. That's pretty expensive. Blotting out the moon was
yeah.
a wise maneuver. All right. Anybody else spend XP? Excellent. All right. Good. We hear you. The land hears you. Growth marks the living. Willpower. Important. Before we get back to willpower, did anyone not fulfill their tribal band if given an opportunity?
Were those the things that we were hoping to fulfill last week?
No, those are your desires, but I will ask about those as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
I
I
don't
think each of us, like our tribe, has like a
band
special thing that we have to do.
Yeah.
or not do. But
Yeah.
I don't. None of them stick out to me from last week. Oscar?
What is it called again?
I was just gonna say I did eat fresh prey, so I
Yeah.
checked my box for my ban.
It's your Silver Fang ban. I can pull that up for you if you like.
Yeah, for me it would be if I had an opportunity to satisfy a curiosity and I didn't, which I think
You did. I think you did.
I did.
Yep. And I don't think anyone else came into contact with theirs. All right. Rage. We are not resetting rage. Rage is where it is. You're starting with this rage. Oscar, that means you have still lost the wolf. However, all you need to do is howl at the moon to regain it.
Sweet.
All right. Desires. Let's talk about desires. Your willpower. You gain either your resolve or your composure back in willpower.
I have superficial willpower. Do I heal that?
That's how you heal it. Yes. Anytime you spend willpower, that you're taking superficial willpower damage when you spend it. So whenever you're not spending it, you're just basically hurting yourself when you use willpower. All right. So desires. Bronwyn, you wanted to learn about the fate of the White Howlers. Do you think you succeeded in that last week?
No, I think I made progress, but I don't think I've succeeded. So I
Alright.
probably would keep the same
You're gonna keep the same desire?
desire.
All right. Merwin, you wanted to figure out what was going on in the Umbra. We didn't.
Kinda, sorta, not really.
Right, do you want to keep that? You're in the Umbra, pretty far away from the Vale.
Yeah, no, how about dealing with where we are in the Umbra? I can't remember what it's called, but where we are, like,
Or
yeah, dealing with all of what's going on and getting out alive, getting us all out alive.
all right, we're going to discuss about a little bit more about what you know, because you've read what I sent you, so you know all of that. But we'll just go over the real salient points. All right, Oscar, you wanted to take care of Brunhild where she is in the Umbra. You clearly did not succeed in that. Are
Didn't
you
even encounter her. I
counted her yet?
I think Oscar still believes that's where we're headed. So
Okay. All right, so we'll keep the same desire. Father Godric, did you protect religious places? And we had discussed that you had, because you discussed you protected the cave.
Yeah, that works for me.
That would work for you. That would give you a willpower back if you need it. If you didn't get enough back from your resolve or composure.
Okay.
All right. Now, what is your new desire?
Oh, I was thinking about, in case you asked this question like that, what I would want. And this is not public, right? This is just for my own personal. So
Your own personal thing. Yep.
I'm looking for, I guess, a reassurance that I'm connected to, I guess, spirits within Garu as close as I am to Christians currently.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's deep. I like that. All right. Air talk. We'll get air talk when he gets back. Ada, you were looking for signs that things were going to be okay. Did you get a sign that you think things are going to be okay?
No, the dooms keep adding up and nothing ever seems to get resolved. It's always, instead of something being resolved, it's always, here's another thing for you to worry about now. Here's another thing for you to worry about now.
But you've resolved so many things as best that you can. There's no perfect. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
Yeah, well, it's just that it just immediately gets replaced by something else. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
okay, sure, like that feels like a temporary solution, but it's okay because it's already replaced by something worse. Um,
Or
and I feel like Edo was really unsure about pursuing this. It all seems kind of shady. But it's what, her babies wanted to do, and so she was like, "Well, then we need to to hurry up because Etta feels the pressure of time. We've got to, deal with the red boar, and that clock is counting down. All these clocks are counting down, and now we're just like wandering around the Umbra, and um so no, I don't feel like Etta feels any better for the situation.
Would you like to keep the same desire, or would you like to change it?
Yeah, no, I think Etta wants to believe that things are gonna be okay, and she doesn't necessarily feel it, but she wants to. And I think she wants to see some glimmer of hope out there.
Excellent. All right. So we'll keep the same desire, and that's pretty deep. I like that. We hope we can actually live up to that at some point. Let's see. We'll see if we can't do that. All right, that brings us to the beginning of the game, folks. The wall is there. Not as stone, not as ruin, as certainty. It rises beyond scale, so high your eyes cannot finish it. Looking up does not give height so much as exhaustion, the way a thought wears you down when it refuses to end. The wall does not dominate the land, it overrides it. Air, light, even distance bend in acknowledgement. Its surface will not settle. Chalk pale smoothness slips into scarred abstraction, each glance contradicting the last. Light dulls against it, leaving the space between forever overcast, not dark, but unresolved. The cliffs below are not foundations, they're remnants, raw layers of presence scraped bare by centuries of watching. Their gouges feel deliberate, but not intentional, marks left by something old that pressed here, then withdrew. The sea does not crash, it waits. You feel it before you hear it. Pressure through bone and thought, salt, iron, and copper, memory of unanswered blood cling to the air and do not fade. There is no border here, no crossing. Rome exists only as thinning, meaning broken too loudly when abandoned. The sound repeats instead of traveling. Wind returns the same note, footsteps arrive late, breath echoes after it leaves you. The ground is firm but uncooperative. The air resists. Fur rises without cold, and while your muscles tighten without threat, something is paying attention. Now we begin. You are under the wall. Remember, you are under the wall in the Umbra, north of Hadrian's wall. The scene is yours.
I feel like Merwin would be the one to have something to say about this.
She's just looking around like, so we're on the other side of the wall. Interesting. Never thought I'd find myself here.
You're
And
Northumbrian, aren't you?
I just have myself listed as a Briton because I'm pagan, so I didn't really figure out exactly where she was from.
That's okay. But I was asking Oscar. I thought he was from Northumbria. Isn't that where you came from?
Uh, don't recall. I didn't think so. Exeter is where he's from.
Okay, I misread. All right,
But
excellent.
he's gone north. That's how he encountered Brunhild. So, do we see anything besides the wall?
Well, before you is a massive forest, impossibly far in front of you. You're going to have to step through, past the wall, past the overcast shadow of it, and enter this forest. Untouched land to you. Territory you've never seen before. Very unfamiliar, nothing like the Vale.
Do the trees look, I guess, normal as in the mortal realm, or do they look twisted by the spirits?
Each tree, while superficially the same, is unique. But none of them appear to be a specific tree. And it's not an oak. It's not pine, it's just tree. The concept of tree, and there's innumerable numbers of them. Some active, some not. As far as you can see, each one is not just part of the landscape, is a spark of something.
Are there scents here?
Yeah, you can smell ocean. The cliffs, though, I mean, wind lashes just off the northern cliffs carrying salt. I mean, and a mist clings to your skin. Slick stones recall those that walked here before. You've been here. It's a beach. Cliffs are against that gray ocean.
Well, I'm a dog, so I can't look at a map, but I will gladly suggest somebody else look at the map.
Talk
Do we-
is not with you. However, his pack is. It
I
seems
think Bronwyn's just gonna start going through his pack. Sorry, go ahead.
no, you're fine. You go through his pack. Edward
Yeah.
say
Uh, so
You see, I
his
thought it was
pack's
the
here,
rule.
but he's not.
pack is here, but he is not.
At least he left the map this time.
So we hope.
We hope. Hopefully, I find it in here. He didn't just run away with everything that we need.
The only thing he seems to have taken is his clave. Perhaps he heard
Okay.
something. Perhaps something caught his attention. He's a ragabash, of course. Sometimes they do unpredictable things for unpredictable reasons. It's not out of the ordinary that a Shadow Lord may give himself his own mission. Maybe he saw something he thought he needed to take care of. But he left the map, took his clave. That should say something.
Well, it suggests to me he would want us to continue on while he's doing whatever he's doing. Hopefully he's not making a mistake.
Yeah, I'll have to be sure to chastise him for that later.
Okay, so I'm gonna start. If I found the map, then I'm gonna look at the map.
Map leads around and across the cliffs. It doesn't lead straight from the wall to the forest. It leads along the cliffs and then turns toward the forest, indicating a path of some sort. It's far easier if to just walk across this plain. Clearly, the map specifically is pointing around the cliffs and then turning into the forest. It's a longer route.
Seems the map knows something that maybe we don't know.
Yeah, we have the map for a reason. I suggest we follow the path on the map rather than charting what we think may be the easier course. But I'll leave it to other people to decide.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm
What
for
say
it.
you, Etta? Okay. Oscar, father?
Chuff.
I'm willing to follow
In a
your
sense.
advice. I am not the tracker. I'm borderline illiterate.
I'm
Aren't we all?
I'm definitely illiterate, so
I mean, I can read, but sadly, I think Oscar is probably the best tracker of all of us.
Oscar,
So as
you
long as
are the
he
tracker.
agrees.
Would you like to see if there's what you're tracking? If you're looking for anything, what are you looking for? You're looking for Brunhild, is what you're looking for. Correct?
Indeed, that is what he's looking for. Yes.
Right. I would like you to make a wits plus survival check. Difficulty 2.
I can take half.
You want to take half?
Let me roll it. It's a hunt roll, so let me see here.
You have no rage, so you don't have to worry about raging out.
Well, I get it.
Excellent. You catch tracks on the ground before you, and they point. They lead across the gap. You're in your Clement Wolf form, aren't you? That's the shape you
I
should
am.
do.
Yes. Yep.
You smell the tracks.
Do I, or are you saying I do?
Do you? I'm asking
Yes,
you.
I do. Yes.
They are Brunhild. Scent is all over them. At least you're pretty sure it's Brunhild.
He does like 2 sharp barks and then looks up and howls at the moon.
All right, give yourself a rage.
He makes as if to follow the tracks and looks back at the others.
Well, looks like he caught something.
I'd still rather go the other way. At least until Urtok is back with us. He's likely
What
expecting
is
us to have followed the path on the map.
what is the other way besides?
Well, I mean, we're looking for the talisman that's allegedly the man who gave us this map said that it would permanently deal with Wicca. So, I know Oscar seeks Brunhild, but I'm respectfully, more interested in finding a permanent solution to the problem that we'll have to deal with this red boar.
Agreed. Considering that Merwin was the one to bind Wicca to where he is right now. It would be nice to finally put an end to it instead of having to rebind all over again. Plus, that whole my enemy type thing going on, so that's good.
And then
It's
just
also-
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say it's also my assumption that when Airtalk left us the map, that he expected us to follow the path on the map. So my concern is that if we deviate, he may go the incorrect way to meet up with us.
A quick rules question, because I've seen storytellers do it different. Because I know there's some conflicting information. How do you allow communication across form? I know sometimes it's allowed, sometimes it's not.
It's not talking, but we're going to approximate it as if
Well, it's not talking, but you like understand each other.
You understand the body language. You understand you're used to the body language. You understand the intonations, and it's just instinctual. It's not actual talking to each other. It's just you get the content apart. But for sake of what we're doing, having a conversation is kind of fine. But if you can dumb it down a little bit, that's fine too.
Oscar sits, ears perked, and kind of just starts this low whine.
Mhm.
Oscar,
Wants what
don't
he
start.
wants what he wants, and um, yeah. I know how much Oscar wants to just run right in and fight her all over again. Um, but in my mind, the red boar is the more pressing issue. If we do not deal with that sooner rather than later, he's going to get out and we'll have to find him all over again after he's probably killed more people, and um it's the more pressing issue. If we can circle back and deal with her afterwards, fine.
Or maybe at the same time. Who knows?
Who knows? I'm not exactly too hopeful about this map and this weird guy who just showed up in the bar and was like, "Hey, take this map and go right where I've marked on it." I don't know. But it is why we actually came here. So,
Oscar walks
Oscar,
over
we're
and
gonna have to
sits
wait.
next to Etta, tail down.
Good boy.
Oscar,
Stretch behind his ear.
you remember it's more than just the map. You found the cave.
Right. Yes. With the mural on it.
Yes. Before there was a map, there was the cave. The map was just useful till after. And now you smell Brunhild. You defer to the decision, or do you... What do you do?
Well, I'm not going off all by myself. I think he's going to go along with not just what the pack is saying, but with what Etta pack leader is saying. He is deferring to her. He
Excellent.
knows he has no help. He has no hope by himself with Brunhild. He knows that with this pack there is a real chance, and so he is going to keep with them.
Excellent. Excellent. It's hard to be in a rune sometimes, isn't it?
Can I take a rage?
Yes, you can.
You don't have to like what Mama says. You just have to do it.
Excellent. Father Godric, what are your thoughts as a Galliard? What the possibility of what you're going into is?
I'm willing to follow along. I'm fine with going either route. If the pack overall decides to go toward Talisman, I'm all for that.
No, I mean, as a Galliard, what is going through Father Godric's head right now? Are you looking for... Is there anything you're looking for where you're going? Because you know you're going to the plains of battle. You don't know much about it, but you've probably heard songs of things similar to it. And you have... What is your occult?
My Colt is 3.
So you do know of the plains of battle. Is there anything that you're looking for in general? Or are you just there for the experience?
I am here for support in the moment because right now I've been doing a lot of self-reflection. And so instead of just dwelling by myself, I'm just being supportive of the pack.
I like that. Perfect. Excellent. So you've decided to just follow the map, correct?
Yes, so.
Excellent. No problem. All
Not
right.
that, God is going to make it sound like we just made a horrible decision or anything.
It was
I
all
think-
bad decisions.
I was
All of it.
saying
is bad.
either-
It always is.
We
But then
could
then you
follow.
pick the bad decision, and he's like, "Oh,
I
Yeah,
think
follow the
either or is a
tracks.
bad decision. We follow Brunhild's trail, bad decision. We follow the map, bad decision.
Yeah, follow the tracks into the dense forest where it's really easy for this lady to ambush you, or go on the trail that could be marked leading you into a trap. Either way, oops, all death.
You'll live a freer life if you live it free of God's judgment. That's just all I have to say.
All right, so the wind lashes the northern cliffs as you walk across them. Twilight hush falls over twisted trees across the other side. The air is thick with moss, old blood, and decay. Moonlight dances through trembling leaves, and distant howls echo triumph and tragedy. Spirit world presses close on you, and every one of you Garou feel the weight of ancestral expectation under Luna's gaze, where she just sits, watching. At the edge of the cliffs, deep within the forest as you extend, you've had no resistance while traveling. It's been a quick trip, which is not unusual for the Umbra, depending on how you travel, where you travel, and what your intentions are. And as you turn from the cliffs deep toward the forest, you encounter a spectral presence. A soldier in Lorica's segmented armor. Spear, shield, stands, guard on the road. A road that wasn't there before you approached, but a road that now spreads out from its feet. Behind him, you see a pack, or what you assume to be a pack of wolves, but not wolves. Krinos, but not. Skinny, starved, translucent. Even in the spiritual world, they're immaterial. Remnants. Merwin, give me an occult plus intelligence check, difficulty 3.
Can I take half?
Absolutely, Miss Smarty Pants, you can. These are starving remnants. This is what happens to Garou when they have their first change and they get lost in the Umbra and they starve to death. And they have no way to get out because they don't know the rights. This is a fate that could befall any kindred that gets lost in the Umbra and has no way of getting out.
She's going to look to Etta and relay that these are Garou that have lost their way and they don't have the rights to get back. And this is what happens when essentially you mess with the Umbra and you don't know what you're doing.
We need to be sure that we do not tarry here and become like them.
I'm gonna shift to Hispo.
Make a rage check. Excellent.
No problem.
You shift to Hispo.
How
Both.
long have they been here?
Oh, keep going.
Merwin, how long have they been here like this?
Do I know how long they've been here by looking at them?
No, you really can't tell. They're not wearing any clothes, anything to distinguish them. The soldier's the only thing with distinguishing marks, and he seems to be keeping them at bay, at the same time turning and trying to keep you at bay.
She looks to Bronwyn and says, unknown. It's could have been here for months, could be for years, but I would say it's been a very long time.
This isn't a suggestion, it's curiosity. But what would happen if we were to help them find their way? Is it too late for them, or could they be helped? If it gets
They
to
can't
this
be helped, unfortunately.
a fate to be avoided at all costs, then.
All
Interesting.
costs.
All right, thank you.
And you said that the soldier is keeping us at bay as well.
He's attempting to keep you at bay, yes.
I'm gonna look at the map. Does the path go through this area? Like, is there another way forward, or do we have to?
You could go off the path. You're not very far from the forest now. You're really not far at all from it. You could go off the path, and you'd only be off the path for a few moments.
You could
Somebody
always just
wanna
go.
somebody want to talk to him?
Sure.
Yeah, that is my thought on this, is that we should attempt to speak to him. It just appeared before us. If we veer off in a way, we don't know what would happen.
Bronwyn will just approach and say, "Hail, soldier! Our path leads us through these lands. May we be guaranteed safe passage?"
A deep, rumbling voice. There is no safe passage. Not with these beasts. It is not fit.
Can we at least
Yep. Can we at least?
pass through, even if it isn't safe?
No, not unless they are dealt with.
How would you have them dealt with?
Either they find peace, or they. I don't know. This is not my place to know. They
How
upset.
do they find peace?
Take them back to where they came from.
And loose a bunch of starving spirits upon the world.
Yeah,
That's
that
my
doesn't sound
concern.
like a good idea.
I think Bronwyn is going to look at Merwin. Given what we just discussed, it sounds like sending them back where they came from is not an option. Do you have any knowledge of how we could calm these spirits, help them find peace here?
Is there a way that I could figure that out?
No one's really figured one out. It's not something that's been done. It's not a process that anyone has told you or knows about. They're generally not very common in large numbers.
How many are there?
There's 5.
Is that considered large?
That's a large number of them in one place.
Are we able to speak with them?
You could try.
So Merwin's going to look past the soldier, and she's going to look at whoever is in front of this pack and be like, "You there. How long have you been here?"
It turns. It looks at you. Its face shrunken in. Clearly, at one point, a powerful Krenos, but now just translucent bones, loose skin. It looks at you and it whimpers. So, and it speaks, hungry. Meat. And then you all hear them all, meat. Meat. Meat.
We don't
have
have
this-
meat.
I have the suspicion that we might be the meat.
She's trying to be like, we don't have no meat on us. There's nothing we could do to help you right now. But of course, that just we're dinner.
Give me a wit plus a cult roll, Ellie.
Can I give her a die?
Yeah.
All right, let's do another occult die.
Difficulty 4.
Right. Difficulty 4.
Yes.
Well, let's see what happens. Woohoo!
Nice. Excellent. So that's 5 successes. Hold on 1 second, please. Yes. Come here. Stop barking.
Yeah, I don't like when people look at us and then chant meat. That's not
Right?
That's
not a thing
unnerving.
No.
Meat. Ellie, with 5 successes, what you received, you know that if you did push them through a rite of the shadow passage, they would cease to exist. It would be like pushing a mortal into the physical world, into the Umbra.
So, looking to Edda, because she wants to get not so much permission, but she wants to let Edda know this, that, hey, Edda, if we were to do a rite of shadow passage, they would cease to exist. Maybe this would be the peace that they need.
Well, as much as I take no joy in diminishing a spirit, they seem to not be able to stay here and they can't go back. So, and we must go forward.
Well, then I would like to do a rite of shadow passage and help them to, I guess, cross over.
Hey, this is messed up. Excellent. Roll your rite of the shadow.
Right, so that's
When
renown
God is
plus
judgy.
renown plus occult.
Yes, Renown plus the cult.
Yeah. Bronwyn, who is not a very nice person, is just curious to see what this would look like. And so is
Right.
going to
Does anybody else want to aid?
Yeah.
All
I
right,
Because
can
roll.
Because I just rolled and I just got 2. Is there
Yeah.
any way I could re-roll those ones that I missed?
You are still under Song of Valor, so you can re-roll all of them as long as they're not.
Yeah, and all of them were not rage dice, so
Exactly. You can re-roll
they're brutal failures.
not brutal
So
failures. Yep.
I can also re-roll rage failures too, right? We've
Yes.
established. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, plus 1.
That's okay. You got 4 successes. You open up the hole in the gauntlet. And how do you get them to exit? Well, they're starting to circle you. They haven't attacked you yet. They don't seem to have the energy to mount an attack.
brothers, we have opened the way for you to find fresh meat to hunt. Go.
That's exactly what Marilyn was gonna say.
All right, give me a wits
Meat
plus
right this
persuasion.
way.
Wits plus persuasion, difficulty 4. That would be for Bronwyn. Looks do not apply.
Okay, wits plus persuasion is 6. Okay.
And Ellie, you're helping because you said you were going to say
Yes.
the same thing.
Yes, I can give some persuasion.
All right, so you get a dot of persuasion. Throw in.
Anyone else?
I'm looking for mine. I do have 1 persuasion.
I could with persuasion also. I got 3.
Okay.
That's 3
3
extra
extra
dice.
Okay. Can I? What was the difficulty? 4?
4.
Can I willpower?
Yes, you can willpower.
All 6 of
I
those
don't.
dice.
All
I
6
can't
of
remember
those.
which ones were rage dice.
I can. You have
Get
No,
you
you
all
didn't get any brutal
fixed.
failures.
Yep, 2 rage dice, 4 regulars.
Are you?
Wow.
Meat. 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 They start stalking closer to you.
I'm gonna look through Eartalk's pack to see if there's any meat in there.
Um,
And if there is any food in there, I'm throwing it through the portal.
All right, so you throw his rations that he's brought with him, his bread, his cheese, his meat,
He'll be fine.
and you throw it. The only food he had to keep him from becoming a starving revenant, you throw out the gauntlet. While it is chased by 3 of them at least, who exit. You don't see what happens. They just pass through, and you hope for the best. The other 2, however, continue to circle you. What do you do?
Good question.
Um, by their appearance,
Mm-hmm.
um, are they actually like physical?
They are physical, yes, but they're translucent. If you catch my meaning, they're there. They're just see-through people now.
Um,
Could I cast Rite of Abjuration on one of them? It says I can cast it on persons or things.
Hmm?
And can I help him since I'm an expert assistant for rights?
Yes, rite of abjuration. You're saying?
Yes.
Right, purifies a person, place, or object, purging any spiritual possession. Spirits present are driven out, and any mystical trace of an object, such as a talisman, are removed. It's not really going to do anything to a starving revenant, but you can do the ritual.
What does that do? Does that give me an extra dice or no?
She gives you an extra dice, correct? Not a range,
Okay.
a real dice.
A real dice, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
How many successes was that? That was 5 successes.
5.
On the right, and in the ghost vanishes. The watcher, the soldier. Starving
Okay,
remnants
seeing
remain.
seeing this, I think I was in I shifted to Glabro last
Yes, you
thing,
were
so
in
I'm
Labro.
probably still in that. I'm gonna summon my snake.
Okay. All right. So you
I
said,
think it's a rage.
yep.
I actually think it's a rage check, so I'll just do that. Hopefully we don't. No, I lose a rage.
You lose a rage. Good preemptive use.
Thank you. And I'll just have it next to me, ready to go.
Describe
Like,
your ghost tentacles.
Well, I think you start to see clouds of mist gather at Bronwyn's feet. And as more of it starts to gather, you see a head start to rise from the floor, and it takes the shape of a snake's head, and then it keeps going up and up and up, rising further until it's about 32 feet tall, and then it collapses with a thud and winds its way around her legs, waiting for its orders. So just a totally chill giant mist snake. It's cool.
New pet.
Oscar wants to position himself kind of opposite of the two spirits, kind of so that it's them, and then on either side it's him or the rift, and kind of like barking at them, trying to communicate the words "go hunt meat."
Okay. Excellent. That is what you're going to do. Father Godric, you've did the rite of abjuration. Ellie, you were helping with the rite of abjuration. Starving remnants now will leap. First toward you, Bronwyn, because you've drawn the ghost snake. You've drawn one of their attentions. The other's at you, the barking dog. They think it's something easy to kill. Edda, what do you do first? You're the pack leader. I'm giving you first go.
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted, sorry.
Etta feels like she doesn't know if they can even really hurt these things, let alone if they would die. So she thinks that the best solution is to just kind of bump them through the passage. Versus getting in actual combat with them. So you said they were both leaping?
They were both leaping. One is leaping toward Oscar, the other is leaping toward Bronwyn.
So Etta would be in Hispo. I want to likewise leap at one of them and kind of try to like T-bone them so that they, instead of going this way, they go the other way and go into the portal.
All right, so we're going to do a three-way conflict. Keywork, what are you doing at the one that's going after Oscar?
When it leaps at me, I'm gonna leap at it, trying to bite.
All right, so one of you is going to aid the other. Keywork, do you want to aid Edda in her endeavor?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent, Edda. So you get an extra dice to roll on your strength, plus brawl, +2 for being in Hispo, +1 from Oscar, with 3 rage dice. I will roll my attack dice.
9. Yeah, so 9. 1, 2, 3,
Wow, I got 2. It's great.
Come on, mama.
Look at that. You got 3. All right, so Tindy, you do hit and knock the wolf, but you do not knock it into far enough that it falls into the rift that is still being held open by the concentration of Merowyn, who nearly broke it by helping.
She could do 2 things at once somehow.
Okay, we'll let that go because I didn't catch it the first time. All right, but you miss. And the rift closes because of the split attention there. There we go. Rectified. But it closes just as you knock it through. So the first one passes through where the rift exactly was and drops to the ground. Getting back up, skittering back to its feet, it locks its eyes directly with you. Bronwyn, the other one jumps at you. What do you do?
Question: can my snake
Yes.
also go for this and try to intercept it jump, since it's like,
Yep, so you're going to make a grapple attack with your snake versus its strength plus brawl.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my. I got 4, 5, 6, 7.
She forgot to do rage dice.
You forgot to do rage dice. Reroll the whole thing.
Well, it's a snake. Well, I am
Oh,
the
it's the
I am
snake.
the
Yep, it's the snake.
I am not the
yes.
snake.
You are not the snake. So it's 7. So the snake does not. The snake does not grapple him. He bites the snake. For the snake taking the bite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. All right. So it would take 5 damage.
Okay, so I think it has 3.
3 health points, correct?
Yeah, I think
All
so,
right.
because I think its life is my wits plus wisdom, which is 8. Okay. But I haven't
You haven't gone yet. It's your turn.
I haven't gone yet.
Yep.
Jeez, I don't know if I can even do anything to this thing. Sorry. Trying to think.
Well, let me tell you the environment. There's the forest ahead of you. There's the cliffs behind you. There's the path, there's off the beaten path toward the forest in front of you.
I'm gonna tell my snake to hold them off, and I'm gonna start beating feet towards whichever way the map leads.
Okay. All right.
We don't have the rift is closed, right?
Yes. Bronwyn books it.
So I'm gonna say I think we don't have time for this.
Father
I'm
God,
booking it, but leaving the snake. But yeah.
the rite of abjuration's been complete. You finished it. You abjured the Watcher. What do you do now?
Me or Father Godric?
Father Godric.
I'm sorry. I mean, seeing that it didn't happen, and it doesn't seem hostile, right? It's just as in our face, correct?
Just in your face, yes. They want to eat you clearly, but they've jumped at Oscar. They jumped at at Bronwyn. They are aggressive. They are now attacking. The Watcher wasn't really aggressive, but he was just blocking the path. That was just a miscalculation because you thought that they were spirits. Their physical being.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know their physical beings stuck in the Umbra.
Yeah.
Nothing to abjure, so you abjured the spirit.
Wait, if they're physical beings, but
Like
they're
that-
able to do damage to incorporeal.
Yes, just like you can.
Okay, just check.
Yep.
Just checking. Just checking.
Just like you
Okay.
can do damage to spirits, they do damage to spirits. Yep.
Okay.
Do you run with Bronwyn? Do you attack? What do you do?
Yeah, I'll run with Bronwyn. I don't necessarily see unless they actually hurt us. I don't see a reason to just lash out at them.
Okay. Excellent. Merwin.
I'm gonna wait and see what they do. I'm gonna stay where I am, but I'm gonna wait and see what they do because they're not spirits, but she also doesn't want to attack them either because even though they're just trying to, they haven't done anything yet. And she's trying to get them to like just go, but instead they are reluctant to.
Round 2. The 2 starving remnants get up. Well, one of them's held by the snake and cannot move. The other one gets up and slinks away, whimpering at the beating it just took from Edda. And it looks wounded. Its pride wounded. It's a beaten dog. And it just whimpers. You could go now. There's only the one left held by the ghost, or the ghost serpent.
Onward we go.
Do you put the thing out of its misery, or do you just let it remain?
Oscar looks at Edda.
Oh, that's not fair.
They'll follow us. They'll dog
Uh,
us, so to speak.
No, you did not.
Well,
Um,
if the one that's held by the snake isn't gonna be able to follow us because the snake is gonna keep holding it like for a while, I think.
yeah, the question though is about their suffering. The question is about, do we leave them to linger like this? To exist as they are, starving forever.
Open the veil again.
God says no.
We can't just shotgun rites. Takes a long time to perform them. Takes a lot out of you.
Merwin's getting older, so she gets tired.
Oscar, you
fatigue
put
at
that one
8:13.
down.
All right, I'm going to leap on its back and bite at its neck.
All right. What's your dice pool in Hispo?
Strength plus brawl plus specialty plus hispo is 11.
Difficulty, what you were looking for was 3. So you can take half. And you can narrate the kill.
Oscar tells, excuse me, Edda tells Oscar to put it out of its misery, and so he immediately leaps onto its back, grabbing it by its neck and worrying at it until it's dispatched. It's the quickest, cleanest kill he can give it.
Okay. And the other one? It doesn't thank you. Howls in pain, struggles, and it dies. Like everything else does in Oscar's mouth. Why don't you mark a little bit of a little box in the Hogloss thing right there? Just a reminder to make a Hogloss roll, but you can make actually make it right now. So you roll the number of dice equal to all the dice in your Rano and Hoglosk.
Is that how many boxes I have?
Yes, it's like humanity. It's like having stain. It's like a stain roll. Hold on, let me read. I'll read it to
Okay.
you right here. I'll read
Okay.
it.
So if I'm taking a check for one and I already have one, would that be a 3 dice roll, or you said between both of them?
I'm pulling it up right now. This hasn't come up yet. This hasn't come up yet for us, and I want to get it right.
I mean, Oscar doesn't feel sad about it.
It doesn't feel bad. Oh, so yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to just take a
He
hot
feels
flask, or do you want to roll for it? Because it's a big deal.
No, I'll roll for it. It's just I think that personally he feels he was doing what's right. I mean,
Yeah,
again,
I
he was
think
directed to put it out of its suffering.
exactly. Okay, so Hogloss roll. Tests are taking the major setbacks of the tragedies. That's okay. No, sorry, wrong one. Hogloss test dice pools equal to the number of filled boxes on both the Hirano and Hogloss tracker. If the test is failed, another Hogloss box is filled in. The character can opt to voluntarily fill in the box to heal all willpower damage. If the Hogloss tracker is completely filled, the Guru succumbs to Hogloss leaving the game. So make your check.
So,
Go
so,
ahead.
so is that with the 2 boxes I have, or would that be including this one as well?
Boxes that you have. You do
I
not gain
succeed.
Hogloss. You are fine. All right. Excellent. And the other one? What do you do with the other one?
Oh, heck.
I mean, if it's required, I'll dispatch that one too. But
It's one of those things where I feel like God has me by the short hairs. If I walk away now after putting the other one out of its misery, he's going to make me roll for leaving this one alive. So he's going to make me or somebody roll one way or the other. Like the look on your face.
I don't know if I agree with you.
You think that you would let me off if I let this creature just like stay here?
I'm not saying I would or wouldn't. I just don't know if I agree with what you're thinking.
I think feeling the sense of just hunger, probably when he dispatched the other one, being faced with his own mortality, feeling a little bit sad having to make that check there. I'm going to shift to Hamid, and I'm actually going to fish some meat out of my pack, and I'm going to toss it to the starving
I'm not,
revenant.
He grabs it and just tears into it.
But it does not find peace.
I mean, gave a starving man a beef jerky. He's happy. And there's no more beef jerky. And he's not happy anymore.
Fabulous. Gosh dang. I'll pit him down
Oh my!
if I can.
What form are you in?
I'm in his spell.
Strength plus brawl. +2. What is your dice pool?
8.
You only needed 3. You only need 3 successes, so you can take half. And you can narrate your kill. Remember, it is being held by the ghost serpent. You can be as descriptive as much as you want or as little as you want. You don't need to be graphic if you don't feel like it.
Etta, feeling deeply as she does about everything, she feels the guilt nag at her that she can't leave this creature to suffer here. So she looks upon it, wrapped up in the serpent's coils, and feels pity for it. And so in her hispo form, she just struts over there. It's pretty confined and can't hurt her none. So she just walks right up to it and as best as she can in hispo, tries to convey that she hopes he can find some peace somewhere else, and tears out his throat.
It whimpers as you do, and it says, "Me." As its body tenses, and it yelps in pain one last time, struggling violently against the serpent, wanting clearly to survive. I'm going to have you make a similar test that Keywork made. So it'll be the filled dots in Hoglosk and Hirano. So you have 2 dots of Hirano, correct?
I have 1.
You have 1. How much Hoglosk do you have?
None.
None. Okay. So roll 1 dice, 1 die, looking for a success. Yes, you do not gain a dot of Hoglosk. You do not get eternally rageful.
Yay, I did the right thing.
Did excellent. And at this point, right here, as you're able to walk finally the final few steps and catch up to Bronwyn, who has entered the forest, we're going to take our 10-minute break. We will be right back. We will see you soon. One moment. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. That was a... We lost White Wolf. Grey Wolf. There he is. He's back.
No, I'm right here.
There he is. Excellent. Father Godric, we're still waiting to return, but we can get going around and ask the question. Make sure everyone's okay. How everyone's doing after the emotional kind of wait scene that we just had. We're going to start with Etta. I am Tinderly. How are you doing?
I'm doing okie dokie.
Nerd is over there heckling you.
He is like the jerk that he is. He's such a poopy head. I made the morally right decision.
Okay, I can see how you might see it that way.
And I stand by that.
Okay. Excellent. Rydia, you okay with the decisions that have been made so far this evening?
What do you? I mean, now I'm having some thoughts about it. I was feeling pretty good until you looked at me with laughter. We're like, "You good?" Like, I guess.
Okay.
No, I think that Bronwyn has done everything that Bronwyn would do, given the circumstances,
Agreed.
and hopefully, Urtok is good wherever he is. Pour one out for Urtok.
Ellie, how do you feel about what just went down? Out of character.
Character, I feel great. I feel great. That was a very interesting turn, I guess you could say, but it ended the way that it should have, more or less.
Fantastic. You had a hand in that. How do you feel?
Fine. I also feel it was the right choice. To leave a being just starving in eternity or dispatching it. I mean,
Ellie, I didn't forget about you. Leading 3 of them into the unknown of what's on the other side for them.
Whoops.
So I'd like you to make your hog loss test. So all your dots of Hirano. Oh, yeah.
I feel bad.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. You feel bad, but you don't go into eternal rage over it, so that's good.
Good.
Excellent. So everyone passed their hog loss test. Everyone did well. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. As you enter the forest and you continue to follow the map, you are led, less guided. It's more intuitive than that. The map gives you a general direction, but your steps are walking a treaded path. And every step bounds you leagues ahead. And now behold now the field where glory and sorrow entwine, beneath a sky shrouded by ash and the memory of battle. The earth trembles with echoes of ancient war, and wind bears the wailing of distant horns. Upon the blood-darkened plain stands the white wolf you saw before. The white wolf you were sure was on the cave walls. His white pelt glows with the light of vanished suns. He surveys the gathered souls, eyes as cold as iron drawn, and he speaks.
Here, honor is measured by courage, and consequence by bone. Step forth, ye who would be judged, for the trials of old awaits your valor and your doom.
Quick question: does this seem like purely in physical form, or is this kind of spiritual also?
This is a roughly 12-foot tall, pure white Krynos guru who is speaking in more than monosyllabic words, fighting constantly, stopping only to speak to you, but not actually stopping being violent in some way.
the White Howlers, one remains. Is this what we seek?
I think
Why you
it is.
seek?
We seek aid against Wicca.
Then prove yourself.
What must we prove? What is our prize?
The prize is glory. The prize is honor.
What is the trial? What must we overcome?
One second. I had it over here. Oh crap!
Take your
I
time.
think you know. I think you know, Oscar.
Okay, actually, I think I didn't misplace it. Where did it go? Okay, there's the opportunity. There's this. Okay, there's that. Hey, princess. Sorry, I'm a little busy.
Yep. Now, know ye the laws laid down in the age when swords sang oaths and bound men's souls. Let no shield be raised in cowardice, nor blade drawn in treachery, lest the wrath of the ancestors fall upon thee. Stand together as brothers, for division is the seed of ruin, says the man who steps up next to Seshuk. You seek Seshuk. He is here. He will have trials for you. Do not disappoint him.
Who speaks for you?
I do.
I love how
As they
everyone.
all just
Over there.
as, as they all just point, you know.
I look to the man in the robes as my wolf claw uh, held open, but my index finger. You. What is that? Referring to the ornate jewelry you wear, i.e., your cross.
Is a symbol of Christianity. I use it to influence non-Garu into favors on our side.
Still, you speak of words, not action.
I've done action. I've sacrificed. Sorry, I have sacrificed more for Garu than for the Christian side of my faith.
I look back over to Etta, kind of just blatantly ignoring Father Godric. I look back to Edda. You seek glory and honor?
No,
Then you
I
waste my time.
I have no need for glory or honor. I seek only to have peace in the grove.
I gesture behind me. Do you see peace?
No.
This is what we fight daily. This is our way.
Do you not long to see something more than this?
I long for battle. I long for honor. I long for conquest. Good thing I brought water. This is killing my throat.
You're doing great with it, though.
You're doing
It
great.
is
The
Thank
good.
thing
you.
about voices,
Thank
though,
you.
they shred the voice, they shred the throat.
And mind you, I'm walking around my studio right now doing this as I'm watching 3 monitors.
Excellent. Why don't you introduce yourself? Because you haven't yet.
Good point. I am Seshuk, the Bone Breaker. I have laid waste to the lands of our enemies. I have fought the Wyrd, and I have conquered the worm.
Guy in robe, give me a wits plus occult roll.
Hmm.
Difficulty 3.
Can I give him a dot of occult?
You can.
Can I also give him a dot of occult?
Sure.
Okay.
You got it. You've heard songs of Seshuk Bonebreaker. They're old songs. They don't sing them in any churches. They don't sing them in any septs that you really know, but you've heard them. He's a great Guru warrior of a fallen tribe. The songs are incomplete.
I will. I look to the group. I think I've heard some stories from him, and I'll try to imitate a little bit of the songs that I can remember.
This didn't come to you at the cave. It was more abstract there. But now, in the presence of this being, Merwin, I need you to give me your own separate intelligence plus occult check. Difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3. Can I just take half then?
Absolutely. You know this isn't really Seshuk Bonebreaker. This is an ancestor spirit. A rather powerful ancestor spirit. It is a memory of what Seshuk was, what he stood for. A mythology built around him, taking form, fighting endless battles in the Umbra. Very likely to have very important information, limited in scope,
So Shook, you are just a spirit of what you once were, aren't you?
I am just shook. I stand here in front of you. Do I look like a spirit?
It does appear to be. I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just pointing out that this is an ancestral. This is. You've been here a long time.
I'm going to close the gap. I take that as a challenge, and basically just like from where I'm standing straight to Merowyn.
Without even moving.
Challenge.
It's without moving. He appears before you. And what do you do from there?
Myself or Merowyn?
You first, Gray.
Um. Do. A spirit I am not. I am longing for battle. You wish to challenge? I will challenge.
I do not wish to challenge you. And I take a step back.
However, if you do long for battle, I do believe we know one for you.
My curiosity, as it is, turns to Etta. Speak.
Just because I do not seek glory or honor does not mean it does not find me. And it does not mean that I could not lead you to it. We do have foes that you might find to be a challenge worthy of yourself.
Come then. Follow if you will. Impress me you might. And at that point, I then return to battle.
So, watching this, what exactly are we watching him fight?
As he turns back into battle, you notice he is being run down by what can only be described as a massive rhinoceros with a Neolithic man with a spear riding its back, as if just riding megafauna into battle. Sashuk grabs it by its horn, lifts it, snaps its neck, tossing it to the side. Followed by many men with spears. And he steps forward and he howls. And Gray, it's on you.
So the men approaching, I will do Spirit of the Fray. I think that's the right one.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, make your dice pool, but roll your dice.
Okay, and if I remember correctly, you said 5 rage and
5 rage and 9 normal dice. Well, you did get a brutal result which results in another 4. So 8 successes as you cut through a swath of men in front of you. Does anyone else jump into this unending battle?
I'm going to point out to the pack that clearly this appears to be what they were following this map to find. And that he's very unaware of his new self. And that if they seek to have him as he is, as an ally, it does appear that he wants to see how we fight.
Bronwyn is going to adopt a cynical tone because she's very not impressed by what she's seen so far. This spirit speaks endlessly of glory and honor. I've heard nothing of wisdom, nor have I seen it displayed. He talks about conquering the worm, yet did we just fight several banes of the worm in those raiders the other night? And what of his tribe?
Okay, Bronwyn, please make a wits. While you're saying all this, I would like you to make a wits plus not persuasion. Let me take a look because it's not persuasion. Let me take a look at character sheet. It's right here.
I'm not actually looking to achieve anything. I just feel that she would be very.
I understand. Persuasion, wits plus persuasion. I know, but you're totally having an effect. Your words still have gravity when it comes to spirits.
I mean,
2 successes. Ray, roll 7 dice. No, that's how many? That is 2 successes. Roll 7 dice, Gray.
actually, can I willpower?
7 green dice, I'm assuming.
7. Well, no, 5. 5 red dice, 2 green dice.
I'm gonna willpower the.
Okay. Oh my. That's actually fine.
That's good.
That's good. All right. So Gray got 2 successes. You got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Gray, her words bite into Seshuk, especially the dig about no wisdom. And that hurts his ego, which hurts his physical body equally. And she takes off of your 14 health. She takes off 1, 2, 6. She takes off 6 of your 14 health in a way that you can't even really respond to because you don't understand what just happened. Her words stung deeply. And you feel yourself becoming lesser in battle. Now continue, Rydia, because you might keep doing more damage. Who knows?
I'm skeptical of just above table. Don't necessarily take this as, but I just feel like Bronwyn would think this. I'm very skeptical of what we can learn from such a spirit. We seek a talisman. We seek to actively fight the worm and protect the wild. This entity is obsessed with nothing but its own ego.
But that's what happens here. Battle is near constant here. There is nothing else. That's all that he knows.
Fine. But if that's the case, then disappointed I couldn't learn something from this. Quite a letdown, actually.
Meet your heroes.
I'm just gonna try to gently counsel Bronwyn that this spirit clearly does not know that he died here a long time ago. But it doesn't mean that the spirit doesn't have something to offer. Um
As you talk amongst yourselves, the battlefield changes, and steel rings and air grows thick with sweat and the roar of warriors. Shoulder to shoulder, the shield wall forms. A living bulwark against the chaos, the press of bodies, the thunder of boots, the breathless silence before the storm. Each heart beats as one, and you find yourself in the middle. Sashuk is with you.
Sister Bronwyn, this is Sashuk, the White Howler, untouched by the worm. He offers glory. Why do you not take it? Can I take a rage and shift to Krenos?
Yes, but you have to make your rage check. Though. You may take a rage, make your rage check. Oh, it's out of line. It's out of alignment. Don't like it. Lose 2 rage. So you're at rage. But you shift to Krenos. What do you do?
So Sashuk is standing with us, right? He's not actively attacking
No,
the.
he's getting ready. He's looking at which side he's going to go for first.
I guess I leap into the fray. Spirit of the fray, so to speak. I only have 2 glory, so. Oh wait, no, that costs rage, doesn't it?
Does.
I was gonna mention that when Grey Wolf used it, but it's okay. I guess I will just go ahead and. Sure, I'm gonna leap at the shield wall and swipe at it.
All right, go for it. What's your dice pool in Krenos?
It's only +2 since I just changed, so that would make it 10.
All right, you're only looking for 4. You got it. You crash into the shield wall, kicking a shield aside, reaching through with your claws and grabbing a man by the throat and yanking them forward. Their heads snapping back so quickly the spine it has an interior decapitation. And the body goes limp, and you launch it to the side, kicking another shield up, using it to bludgeon another man to death as you bite with another, and another, and another, and you find yourself lost in a wave of men, and slaughter is the only thing on your mind. Okay,
Let out
that's
a bestial
Oscar.
roar.
That's Oscar. What does everyone else do?
Father
uh,
Guard is going to go and do Krenos also,
Okay,
and jump into the fray.
your 2 rage checks. Lose 1 rage. And you shift into Krenos. Now make your check. So it's your strength plus brawl plus 2. How many dice do you have in your dice pool?
3, 5, 7.
7. You're going to need to roll. You're looking for 4 successes.
As Oscar runs into the fray, I encourage it. Yes, yes, more. The battle runs through you. I turn and I address to Bronwyn. Young girl, you need wisdom? Wisdom is forged in battle. You learned, you fight, you survive. This club that I wield is from a spine of a beast, the symbol of my strength. True warriors deserve weapons that will break others rather than wound.
I too have collected spines in battle, but I do not discard any tools that may be available to me.
Then,
One
as I
second.
see the
Godric, you got a brutal result, which is great in this situation, which is amazing. As you crash, you don't jump, you don't leap, you body check your way through a shield wall. And not only do you body check it, but you push an entire line back with you. And you just rip the shield off and just annihilate the person in front of you. But you find yourself deep behind enemy lines, and you just begin fighting and clawing and getting lost in the violence. Take a rage. Keyword Oscar, take a rage. From the wounds, you don't take any damage, but you're getting angrier and angrier as you get stabbed. Sorry, okay. Sashuk, continue. Ellie, you're on deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch to Kredos because Merwin knows that this is what this is, and that you fight with them. So switch, do my 2 rage check. Woo, and I lost 2 rage.
Rage.
And then I'm just gonna go for whatever is closest to me. I'm just gonna go full hog on.
What is your strength plus brawl?
My strength plus brawl without Krenos is 4, and isn't it another 4?
Shift it was +2.
So that's 6.
You need to roll. You need 4 successes. 4 successes to impress. You did it. With a howl, you charge the wall. You leap over the shield wall, landing on the shields that are above. And it doesn't protect them for long. As you just reach down with one clawed hand and you grab one man by the head, and your claws sink in and touch deep in his ear canals as you lift him up and just yank him and throw him. And then you're in. You occupy the space he was just in, and you cause complete havoc in the back line. Soon you find yourself surrounded by dead men and more with spears looking at you. Edda.
I'm going to turn to Bronwyn and tell her there's only one way through this place. And that is to prove our strength. I'm going to lunge at the direction that Ellie went, as Merwin, I would view as needing more of my assistance than the others, and I'm going to Spirit of the Fray.
All right. How many rage can you spend? How much glory do you have?
I have 2 glory.
So make a rage check.
How many do I need to roll?
Just one.
Just one?
Just one. Lose a rage, which you may attack. You may make the single attack roll against 2 of them. Difficulty 4. What is your strength plus brawl plus 2?
8.
8, so you may take half. As you
Okay.
very impressively swing your claws, ripping 2 shields off at once. And the last thing those men see is your jaws closing in, first on his friend's neck. Second, as you rip his throat out with your left hand. And then you begin to part the sea. Hands extended. You rip through the left, you rip through the right, until you find yourself with Merwin, shoulder to shoulder, doing one thing and one thing well: murder. Bronwyn, everyone has shifted to Krenos.
I think
You-
I would argue Bronwyn's pretty freaking pissed at everybody. right now.
Take a rage. Take a rage. I think that's appropriate. Take a rage. Do you feel after everything you've said? I mean, do you?
Bronwyn will not leave her friends, especially Merwin, who took her in. She would not leave them surrounded by foes, but she's gonna do it her own way. Because screw this guy. Respectfully. So, I'm not sure about the action economy on this, but I kind of want to summon my snake again.
So,
And I think me and the snake want to then go towards Merwin and
so I just wanted for story to add a little bit more fuel to the fire to Brownwin. As I put 2 fingers and I almost shove it into where your rune that was blessed you, and you have yet to prove yourself that you've earned this rune. The others have, little girl. And I return back to the fray.
Oh shit!
I'm just gonna scream, I fight on my own terms and my own tools, old man. And then I'm summoning my snake, and then we're both going for it.
All right. So I'm going to let you summon. You don't need to roll to summon your snake, but I am going to let you add the snake's rolls to yours. So your strength plus brawl plus your wisdom.
Okay.
What's
And
your
I'm
dice?
in Glabro.
Yep. Plus 2 for being in Glabro.
2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Plus wisdom is 10.
All right. You only needed 4. So you can take half if you like.
I'll take half.
If you take half, your snakes will bolt out, ripping through the ranks. Not necessarily killing, but barreling people over, pulling them by the legs, lifting them up, throwing them in the air, just causing general chaos, giving you enough space to do what you'd like to do in Glabro, which is, what would you like to do in Glabro?
I think I'm making my way downtown, walking fast towards Merwin and Etta, but as I'm going, after my snake like disrupts somebody, I think like I'm stomping their faces in. Yeah, the faces passing are getting stomped in after they collide with the ground, or I'm, ripping somebody's arm off kind of thing as I make my way.
Excellent. As you all converge in the same area, you begin to feel the glory, the renown in you. You begin to feel more proud of it. You're going to have a +1 when dealing with other Guru when it comes to glory for the next full moon. So a full calendar month. Oh, that'd be probably at least the next 2 games. I'm counting. You'll have a +1 glory, effective glory, when dealing with other Garou. From everyone getting at least 4 successes, or being able to take half and get 4 successes. And you have impressed so far. We'll see if you've impressed the Shook. But as you fight, steel rings, the shield wall breaks apart, dissolves into nothing. And suddenly the night is sundered by flame. Towers groan and shadows flee before the Inferno's wrath. Screams echo from stone and wood, mingling with the clash of steel and the weeping of innocent. Amidst the ruin, you stand torn between duty and mercy as fate's cruel hand forces its choice upon the brave. Ash clings to your skin now. The roof is on fire. There are people inside, but there's a battle taking place outside.
Oscar is just going to leap through the window towards the battle.
Okay. Godric?
So I'm trying to follow. Sorry. So I am in the
You're
still
not
behind
in-
the shield, or am I?
Shield wall is dissolved. You're now in a burning city where a battle is happening, but there's a building with people inside screaming for help, and the roof is on fire.
I will. I'm assuming I'm still in Krino, so I will attempt to like rip the door open if there's a door.
It's fine, absolutely. Merwin.
Well, she's in Krenos and she would help, but there is a battle going on outside. So, with the door open, she makes her way out to continue with the battle, and hopefully, whoever is inside will either make it out or eventually disappear when the next thing comes up.
I think Bronwyn would be curious about the shifting landscape and what's the deal. What's the deal with this burning building all of a sudden? So she would go to investigate and I guess try to help get the people out, but actually more just curious about what this is. Because she's a bad person.
Okay. Excellent. And Edda.
Edda has mostly come to terms with this. This isn't real. It's evident it's not real by how what we're looking at just keeps changing every couple of minutes. And therefore still the only way is to keep going. That this is being changed whether he realizes it or not by the spirit, and he's reliving battles. At least that is how Edda sees this, that surely that's what this is these are memories of battles. And so the only way to get whatever it was that we came here for is to keep going. So as much as normally I might disapprove of Osgard just like jumping through the window and getting into a fight, this time it's just like, you know what, that's just what we're doing here apparently, and I guess I'm going to.
Those who jump into the fray, I want you all to make a dexterity plus athletics, plus your form bonus. You're looking for a difficulty of 4.
That's a 10 for me.
You can take half. You do not, and you manage not to take any damage. You dance between blades.
What did we
That
need?
was that was me.
4.
I'm gonna willpower.
Doesn't matter.
Did you say we?
I was going to tell
Did
you
you
to
say we
save your.
needed 4?
You need at least 4. Yep.
I'll take half.
You'll dance between Ellie. You got
I
a
totally
brutal
missed that I got that.
failure. Yes. Because you go running out to join the battle. You to leap out the window. When instead you leap through the wall.
I went through the door.
Well, you go through the side. Yeah, actually, you don't go through the door. You miss the door. You
I go through the wall.
wall. You Kool-Aid man. Through the wall.
Oh yeah.
But it's not a modern wall by any means. It's on fire. So not only do you go through the wall, you bring down the wall. The front facing of the building. Crushing both sides of the fight.
Oops.
Unwin.
Yes.
You don't rush into the battle, do you? You're looking for to investigate. But while you're doing so, the front face of the building collapses. Give me a dexterity plus athletics check to not be buried in the rubble. Your difficulty 4.
Okay.
Grab-
I
Oops, sorry.
can take half, I think, because of the plus from Glabro.
Okay.
So
You
I will
manage-
take half
You do
to
not
avoid.
by anything falling, and you manage to find the innocents. They are nameless, faceless automatons that just emit a noise.
You cannot stay here. It's time to go. And if they don't move to follow me, then I'm gonna try to pick them up and carry them out.
Okay. Right.
If Father Godric is here, I'll like help me.
Yeah, I'm trying to root open wherever this. I'm assuming the screams are coming from inside of the building, so I'm just trying to rip open the door where the screams are coming from.
Yep.
The door no longer exists.
The door no longer exists. Why don't you give me a dexterity plus athletics check, difficulty 4 as well, plus your form.
I'm gonna grab whoever I can and run out, leap out from the second story. And remembering the old days of running a pack and remembering the old ways of how we took care of the young little ones. Head towards the trees. Anyone who can fight with us, fight. And Brondrin may see a bit of actual compassion when it comes to the younglings.
Are the automatons just staying still? Did he grab them all, or like what's the deal on the?
She scooped up a couple. There's enough for you to grab if you want. There's about 6 of them, and he can't grab more than 3 at a time.
Okay. Well, if I know, I would shout for whoever is nearby to help me, and then I will take as many as I can and try to get them out the building.
All right, in the Edda, Oscar, Merwin, as you continue to fight, each one of you gain a rage from the poking, the prodding, the stabbing, the fire, the general uncomfortableness of battle. So you take no physical damage, none yet, as you all passed your test. Bronwyn, Godric, you have taken no damage yet either, as you passed your tests. And as you escape with the automatons, the battlefield shifts once more. Now, standing before you, strange looking warriors, much like the Watcher from before. And across, you see Seshuk. Not as he stands before you, because he still does, but as he was then. Or as he was believed to have been. Seshuk could never have fought the Romans. He could never have been there. That is when you notice. It's not Seshuk. It's the club. The same club Seshuk is using now. A large spine of a prehistoric beast, capped in silver, etched in runes. Oscar, if you were looking something to end the Brunhild, this would be it.
Heck yeah.
Merwin, give me a wits plus occult check, please. Difficulty 3, and you got a critical success. This is the equivalent of a grand clave. It should have 2 spirits in it. Here in the Umbra, where you would be able to see the spirits, it only has 1 attached to it. It is incomplete.
Yes, it is. Would she know about how to find the other spirit that's attached to it?
You would have to cajole a spirit to join it.
I would have to control a spirit to join it.
This is what we seek. The relic to end Brunhild.
Is this also the talisman needed for Wicca?
Who cares?
For sure.
Wicca's a spirit, and binding something into it. Give me a. Actually, give me, before I answer this, give me an intelligence plus occult difficulty 5. This is some important lore. You gotta make this one. Difficulty 5.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. If you wanted to permanently bind Wicca, you would need to bind him into a talisman. And he would probably only agree to a talisman of immense quality.
Something like this.
Now, you also know that it would be completely useless until a second spirit is bound into it.
So in order for Oscar to be able to kill Brunhild with it, we need to put Wicca into it first. Okay, then.
How do you relay that information back?
So I'm going to look to Etta again because, she's mommy. this is the talisman that we seek. And we need to find a way to be able to bind Wicca to this so that then Oscar may be able to use it to end Brunhild.
How does Shook react to seeing himself?
He doesn't. He doesn't see himself.
He's unaware.
So he just sees the Romans then.
The unaware wolf.
Oh no. All right, well, two birds, one club, I suppose. I assume we fight to take it, we earn it somehow.
Um, knowing that Father Godric used that ritual earlier and that it got rid of the soldiers, I look to Merwin and ask her if she's capable of performing that ritual here and now.
The rite of abjuration, I can do that.
Because I'm presuming that Father Godric wouldn't be able to perform it again so soon.
Correct. I can only do it once a day.
So, I take it I'm doing a rite of abjuration against Sashuk.
Against the Shook. Okay.
Wait, hold on. You're gonna
Okay.
take the spirit
Wait.
from the weapon.
Ooh,
I thought we were doing it to the soldiers.
The soldiers.
soldiers. Oh, the soldiers.
With
My
the
bad.
weapon. Yeah, I just
Not Sashuk. I take that back.
Okay.
Against the soldiers.
I was gonna say it's difficult.
What did I do to you?
Oh,
Nothing. I misunderstood.
difficulty
I
infinity.
know.
difficulty. You have to roll it out though. Your difficulty is 4. Everyone.
Right, and that is honor and occult. So 1. Ba-bum.
That is correct. You got a critical success. Which soldiers are you trying to abjure?
So I was away when we were talking about the weapon. Is one of them holding the weapon that we need? Sashuk. Okay.
Well, no, the mirror Shishuk. Like
Mirror Shishuk.
not the Shishuk with us, but there's a guy who resembles Shishuk with like Romans like across the way was
Yeah.
my understanding.
Standing.
So that
And
one.
we're trying to get rid of the soldiers that are presumably the issue.
With a critical success, not only should you get rid of the Picts, she also gets rid of the Romans, leaving only a club.
So
Wait.
then
Is
Marilyn would
it-
then go and get the club.
Before you can do so, Sashuk closes the gap. And picks it up.
Finally back in my hands, old friend.
And now Merwin is just looking at Etta and looking at the club like, now what?
Shashuk, Have I and my pack not proven ourselves to you?
Oh, young one, you have done glorious. The fighting, was it not grand? Was it not honorable? Basically, I'm asking you if you had fun fighting.
They are colored red with their glory.
I think Bronwyn's just exasperated and sighs.
Everyone's just looking at the club and is like, yes, glory.
Come, pack leader, step forth.
I'm gonna approach Shishuk.
As she approaches, I wait until she's about an arm's length away from me. As tall as I am, I kneel down to her, almost on my hunches in a sideways pose, and I reach out with my right furred clawed arm with the bone breaker. Accept your glory. And I drop it at her.
Etta, as always, never really being one to seek glory, but always willing to do the things that bring her there anyway. I'm going to pick this thing up that I'm actually fairly sure is quite large, and um, I'm gonna thank Shishuk for their help. Um, and
I
tell
pat
them
Etta
that
on
I
the head.
wish that and tell them I wish that there was something that I could do to help them in return.
The new pups that come forth within the moons. Guide them well, and remember, pups are playful. Respect that and make it grow, and they will become a warrior that you will trust for the rest of your days.
Etta's gonna take in those words and think about the little girl that is sitting inside the cave with a spirit and a dog. Um, hope hopefully sitting in a cave with a spirit and a dog. Um, I will lead them at the best that I am able, and may you find peace, Shishak.
Peace, young one, for me is always in battle.
I think you've got plenty of that ahead of you, dear.
I'm not the only one.
No,
And
that's true.
I kind of give a sidelong glance to you, and I then turn and walk back to the fields away from them and disappear back into the battle. God, my throat is killing me.
You need some tea.
Um,
And that's what I'm drinking.
um, I'm gonna look back to Merwin and reiterate to her what I said previously. We cannot tarry here if we do not wish the same fate upon us. We need to find a way out.
Wise
So
words.
those are wise words. Is this where we do a rite of shadow passage to get us back out? Nope, of course not. We have to find a different way out.
You have to get out of the far Umbra and closer to the near Umbra before you can make that trip. You gotta go back the way you came.
Looks like we need to turn around and follow the map back to where we came from so that we can get away back home.
Bronwyn, you've got the map?
I pull out the map and I describe which way we're supposed to go.
First thing you notice is you don't know which direction you're facing in the battle realm. There's no north, no south. All there is the signpost. Ellie, you know the tales of the plane of battle. You know that's where you'll have to go to find your way out.
So we're going to the plains of battle.
So you're already in the plains. We're talking about you want to go to the signpost.
Oh, we want to go to the signpost. Okay. So I tell everyone, well, we need to go to the signpost.
Okay, I start heading that way and I whistle for. I assume my snake is still there because it lasts a
Yeah.
scene. So I whistle for it to follow me and we're heading that way.
Everyone in Krenos, do you shift out?
Yes.
Yes. So reset your rage to 1 if you come out of Krenos.
Jesus.
That's the downside
Could
of
I go could I go back to being in Hispo?
you can, but you still go to rage 1. Yep.
Dang it. This cat is out of control.
As you make it to the signpost, battles are erupting all around you. But as long as you stay the path, you're unmolested. But they're tempting. Who's carrying the club?
Me.
Okay.
It was given to me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a massive club. It's very heavy. But you're carrying it. You're doing just fine with it. You're in Hispo, so you probably got it in your mouth. You're very careful of the tip because it is silver. When you arrive at the signpost, your path becomes very clear. It won't take you more than a few hours to make it back to the forest, to follow the trail. A day, maybe, perhaps, to get back to the wall. Time spent waiting for air talk. And then a trip back from Northumbria to Wessex by land. Or by sea, but not by Moonstone. The night's been a night of battle and rage, glory and honor, a spattering of wisdom.
Thanks to Bronwyn.
That is where we end tonight's game. I want to thank everybody for being here. Everyone gets 3 XP.
Yay.
And as is our custom, we're going to go around. We're going to ask the questions. But I'm also going to ask if your character achieved their desire tonight. We're going to start with Indeed. What did you like? What didn't you like? What was your favorite scene? What was your favorite role play?
Um, as always, there's never anything that I don't like. Uh, what I did like, I actually really liked Grey Wolf.
Aw.
And I please do feel free come back and join us again. You were a delight. Um, and bring more tea because you were very good with your voices.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
To be honest with you, I had a real hard time trying to figure out what voice to give him.
Welcome to the
you
club.
gave a very good, like, gruff old warrior kind of voice, and you know, it was very believable. As somebody who I find that to be the most difficult part. I feel like I can't genuinely do voices. Anything that I do, I just feel like I just sound like myself. Um, so you did great. Um, I did kind of enjoy being put in a situation where I had to act in a way that my character normally wouldn't. You know, my character likes to be cautious and slow to fight. Um, but you know, she's old, she's smart, she's not foolish. So I mean, she would be able to look at this and be like, this just kind of is what it is, and we're just going with it to get to the end of the road. Um So, like I was saying before about how, like, I would maybe normally I would chastise Oscar for just like jumping out a window and getting into a fight. I'd be like, "Come on, we got to be smarter than that. That's how you die young, not how you get old." And um, but so here it was. That was just kind of the thing. That's what we're doing is we're just jumping into fights now, and so that was interesting to do something a little different. Um, and I don't know, I kind of did like Bronwyn constantly just like railing against the system. Like, I don't care that this is just what it is, and it's like Bronwyn not being afraid to stand out there on her own and be like, I'm just gonna sit here and talk sass to this 12-foot creature that could just like eat me. So
The thought
GG's.
crossed my mind. Actually, the main thought that crossed my mind was just picking her up and throwing her into the fray.
That's how you learn how to
Very,
swim.
it's
My
true.
snake would catch me.
Very, very sassy of you, Bronwyn. So
And
GG's.
well played. Really, in truth, well played.
When
Thank you.
to reach your desire tonight, did you get a sense that some things could be okay?
Um, so I was very reluctant about everybody wanting to come here when we were on such um a time crunch. I worried about this like dragging things out and making things worse. So I do feel that Shashuk giving me this weapon, that it feels like maybe we're coming to an end to some things. And I feel like Etta would be very pleased with that.
Okay. Excellent. So get a willpower back if you needed some. Rydia, what you liked, didn't like, favorite role play, favorite scene, and did you achieve tonight's desire?
Uh, yeah, I had a lot of favorites tonight. This is really fun. I think my favorite thing was sparring, definitely with Sashuk. That was fun because I feel like Bronwyn, as a Ragabash, and kind of a smart ass, and then also being part of a tribe that's very like much putting all its cards into wisdom. It's like this guy is not it to me. Like this is not the way I want to go about things, and this is not somebody I feel like I can learn much from. Is kind of I feel like how she would be, and so it's fun to have that play out. And then also I feel like sometimes we're a little too kumbaya as a group, so it's nice to have a chance to argue and have some tension. So that was fun. Yeah, and I think favorite roleplay would be Seshuk assassing me, being like, "You haven't earned anything, little girl." That was very fun.
I'll be honest with you. I was going to go far worse than that, but given the fact I did not want it to be misconstrued of how I personally am,
Yeah, I understand.
it would have been complete disrespect towards women.
Little girl is disrespectful to a 30-year-old woman, so I think is the appropriate amount of disrespect. And my least favorite thing is I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm getting confused with the mechanics and mishearing stuff, and I think like I don't know if I'm like understanding how certain stuff works, and so that's probably the only thing. It's just me getting confused sometimes. But yeah, it's very fun. Yay!
But Ellie, would you like? Oh, did you reach your desire?
I think so. Because we've met the last member. But I don't know if we really found out about the rest of his tribe, so I don't know. I leave that up to you. I feel like
Well, he's not the
sort
last.
of.
He's not the last member of the White Howlers. He's like 1,600 years in the past from you. The White Howlers have only been gone for like 500 years. So he's an ancestor
Okay.
of the White Howlers.
Okay, then no. Then no.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Ellie, what you like, didn't like, favorite role play, favorite scene, did you achieve your desire of dealing with the plane of war and getting everyone out alive?
First off, yes, I did hit my desire, so that's good. I had so much fun tonight. Sashuk was hands down my favorite part of the night. Just his attitude, the way that he like handled us, I guess you could say. Just, he kind of put us all into a place where we had to like kind of stop and be like, "Oh yeah, that's right." And I really 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 enjoyed having him around. And my favorite role play was when he gave the club to Etta and, patting her on the head. I just thought that was great. Uh Bronwyn being Bronwyn, which isn't a bad thing. I absolutely loved it. I loved that she was like, "There's no wisdom in this. Why would I want to do this?" And Merwin's like, "But this is just the way that it is here. This is just what you do. This is what we do." And I thought that was great that there was one person who was like, maybe something else. Otherwise, it was a great night, and learning more about the Umbra is always a lot of fun, and learning about, the planes of battle, and it's getting into some lore that I wouldn't have thought that there was, so I enjoy getting to learn more. Other than that, I had a wonderful time. It was great fun, and yes, Grey Wolf, please come back sometime and play with us again. I loved having you here.
I would be happy to return as the Shook, if Zed allows it.
Think about it. It's hard, but we'll get to that. Excellent.
Well,
Oscar,
down the way, it doesn't really much matter.
but we'll work on it. Oscar, keyword. Tell me what you like, didn't like, favorite role play, favorite scene, and did you achieve your goal of take care of Brunhild where she is in the Umbra?
That is still in progress, much to Oscar's chagrin. As far as what I liked, there were no gremlins tonight. Let's hear it for zero gremlins. Tonight ran just as smooth as butter. I had an absolute blast tonight. I mean, I got to mirror what everybody else has said. I think RP wise tonight, I think Grey Wolf and Rydia kind of like stole the show for playing their characters so amazingly. I love how Bronwyn was just like, no, no, hold on, why? But at the same time, Oscar absolutely loved. He's just like, okay, you stand there and talk. I'm gonna go rip people up into like tiny little bloody ribbons. I also absolutely love that. I think you enjoy when Oscar is able to just behave with reckless abandon. So, didn't dislike anything tonight. I had an absolute blast.
Fantastic. Father Godric, reassurance that he's connected to spirits is what he is with the church. I don't think that went so well tonight.
No, well, so there was like I definitely connected with the wolf in terms of me just going batshit crazy in Credo's form. Like,
Yeah.
what's more werewolf than that? Um, so like that was good, but in terms of like spiritually connecting, I don't think he got it today. So I don't think he got his desire from that sense. Because he was a, I guess that's really more what he was going for. In terms of favorite roleplay, sending them to basically the shadow passage that was utilized. Like I was expecting that, and then like I looked up at Zed when that happened, and like you even now look like oh shit. So I really loved that. I love it when like a player does something you're like oh wow that's really out of pocket. Like not that it's a bad thing. It was just
Right.
a really good like thinking outside the box to solve a problem. But I really liked it. Um, and then what I liked, I don't know, tonight was a good session. Sorry, I was getting flooded with work emails, so I apologize for some distraction there when we were in the town. But I really enjoyed the session, and again, going with Grey Wolf, you were phenomenal. Thank you.
Excellent. So that brings us to Grey Wolf. So what we do here, Grey Wolf, is I ask you what you liked. I'll ask you what you didn't like. I've asked you what your favorite role play was and what your favorite scene was. And it could be a scene you're in. It could be a role play you're involved with. And I just have you what you liked, didn't like, favorite scene, favorite role play.
Okay. So it was honestly fantastic. I had loved every bit of this, sitting from the start of this and actually watching the past couple of episodes to remind myself where everyone is and how far everyone's come. Um, I loved, honestly, truly, Bronwyn, the sass. I honestly, truly love that because, yes, my character is an asshole. I'm not gonna lie, he's an asshole. But he's a warrior. He's combat oriented. He's glory. He's always finding a way to lead the tribe to a better standings, even if the fighting just is to go back to basics of what you are, not what you want to be. And with how everyone just kind of started going in on it, it's like, okay, well, I didn't have to really do much. Etta, I loved the very cautiousness, but then I also loved it when you were like, this is kind of his world, and we're here for help, and just kind of go with it. And with that, it was just with that, it was just it was nice because again, it was that mother wolf that you represent. Um, Father Godric, with your character, you picked up right away when I was like, "What is that trinket?" Because that was something that he's never seen. Okay, because Christianity is not something that he knows anything about, and the only one I really didn't have any interaction with, unfortunately, is Osgar. But at the same time, going back to all the other um, videos and all the other VODs that I have seen, kind of metagamed it a little. Basically, it's like, yeah, Osgar can take care of himself. He don't need me. And then with Merowyn, I love the fact that she was the first to challenge um, Sashuk. I love that she was the first to challenge him in the way that, because she questioned it first of like, why do we seek your help kind of thing. Overall, the game was fantastic. I loved every bit of it. My only hiccup would be really the fact that I forgot I was muted about a handful of times when I wanted to do something.
It's,
The joys of streaming.
Yes.
oh,
And it was actually really nice to get back into playing a character, really of any character, because I played D&D, I played Vampire the Masquerade, I played Werewolf, Apocalypse, Old World, Renaissance, Victorian Age. I've played it all. So to to play with a group of complete strangers, everyone here, it was absolutely fantastic, and the synchronicity of every one of you, even when you were arguing and I was forcing that argument among you, fantastic. Fantastic.
excellent. All right. What I didn't like about game. It's over. What I really liked about the game. Werewolf, you did a great job tonight, man. You really did.
Thank you.
I mean, you came through. Yeah, you put your big boy pants on. You played a great game. You brought the A game all the way. Just like the Patriots are gonna do in the Super Bowl tomorrow. You did tonight. Good things. Good things. Now, favorite role play. Osgar understood the assignment from the go.
Rip and tear.
That's hardly fair. Oscar is always looking for a fight.
He said Arun. Tonight was like Arun Central. Arun loved the battlegrounds. But I got to give it to I definitely Bronwyn though on the opposite end of the spectrum, the Ragabash, just being like, nope, this is dumb. Don't want to do this. Not gonna do this. Not happening. Not happening.
And if I do it, I'm doing it my way. Screw you guys.
Yes, snooze the ad.
And I love that.
Snooze the ad for me. Thank you. Yep. So other than that, I love the game tonight. We're gonna wrap up. We're gonna raid Crunchy Sunflower tonight. She's the leader of the stream team I'm in, and she got actually on the front page today. So and she's debuted.
Oh, nice.
I haven't looked. So I haven't seen what the new model looks like. I have no idea. So we're all gonna be surprised, I guess. It's going well so far. Good. I haven't looked, but we're all streaming over there today. So I'm gonna stream over there. There's no. No Safe Rolls isn't on, so we're definitely going to go see Crunchy Sunflower. Stick with me and we'll get out there, and then we will do our thing. Raid. All right, here we go. Thank you, everybody. Remember, Monday, Candle in the Mead Hall. Wednesday, X-Men, Enter the Microverse. Wednesday morning, Dark Souls, Remastered. Tuesday morning, Session Prep. No Werewolf next Saturday. It's Valentine's Day. Love your spouse. Not my werewolves, because they have spouses too. Some of them.
No, I don't.
I say my spouse is right next to me.
I also do not have a spouse.
I just said not everybody. But
I'll be your spouse, Reds.
I'll get
Yes, Morgan. There you go.
I tried doing this on Valentine's Day. My wife will.
We're still gonna role play Werewolf next Saturday.
You guys do whatever you do.
Keywork, I've told you.
No,
keep
we're
that
not.
stuff to yourself.
Whatever
Yeah, TMI.
you guys are gonna do, it's up to you. All right, here we go, everyone. See ya. Thank you. Bye.
Hey.
Let me just stop the stream.